The alligator indicator strategy will increase your initial deposit 10 times. Not convincing? Watch the video. You've just witnessed how effortlessly I multiplied the initial deposit by tenfold. Just repeat after me and watch carefully. This trend indicator is gonna become your reliable guidance in the world of financial opportunities. Are you ready to take your profits to the next level? Let's start. Hello, my darlings. Today we're going to be trading with one truly fascinating trend strategy. The goal of this video is to increase the initial deposit 10 times at the very least. So today we're going to try and turn $200 into $2,000. I'm sure it's going to be interesting to watch and observe the whole process. And the most important companion on this little journey throughout the video is the alligator indicator. Same as always, we're opening the indicators list on our favorite platform and looking for the alligator. Just click it and leave it as it is. No need for any extra steps regarding the settings adjustments. Its default settings are perfect. The only thing I would change though is the lines in the style section. So we've got several different lines, 3 of them. 3 lines of different colors. As for the green line, let's actually leave the thickness at 1 pixel. The next slower line shall be 2 pixels, I suppose. And the blue one, which is the main line, gotta be even bolder, I suppose 3 pixels. So, just a couple of words regarding the indicator. What is it essentially, and how will it help us increase the initial deposit tenfold today? The most incredible fact about it is that it's a trend indicator, which means we're setting trading against the trend aside for a bit and not taking any additional risks today. Trading with the trend is the fastest way of trading known to humanity. The only effort left lies in the right entry point. So we've got the 3 lines. The intersection point of all the 3 defines the trend change. Today we're going to be using either the intersection point of all the 3 lines as our signal. For instance, this one right here is the signal to sell. Meanwhile, when the lines cross in the opposite direction, meaning the fast lines appear above the slow one, the blue one, it's a signal to buy. Or we can also feel free to use the blue line or the orange one as a potential area of resistance or a potential chart support area. So we'll focus on entering during an impulse towards the opposite direction, but with the trend. Genuinely curious what it will end up like? Let's go ahead and find the first trading case to make a profit off of. So what can we see here? An upward trend motion has started a rise, and this just overall looks more like a rising motion rather than a falling one. But such a deep corrective retracement occurred that caused the intersection. Speaking of, we could have made a decent profit even at this tiny intersection. At the moment, we've got a mirrored to the last one intersection. Basically, the uptrend sequel is getting confirmed along with this chart movement when it touches the blue line. Another signal I've mentioned earlier. But since the price is currently above the 3 moving average lines, the worst is already over, which means now is the perfect time and opportunity to make a deal with the trend. That's exactly what we're doing. Although the sums we're working with today are, extremely risky, we're using the entire deposit for one deal, one trade, so all the results going to be as thoughtful as possible and as confident as possible. By the way, we just got the first profit, $445. Let's set the deposit amount to 100% and get ready for the second trade. This case is really interesting as well, my dear friends. 2 indicator lines have just crossed the 3rd main one. Just a quick reminder, the blue line, the thickest one out of the 3, is the main one. So we always wait for both the green line and the orange one to cross it and appear either above or below the main line, depending on the signal kind. So what have we just done? There used to be a downtrend. The price broke through this area of a so-called resistance and has just come back for a retest before resuming the rise in motion. The intersection occurred, thereby an uptrend is coming. But of course, before the uptrend started, the price has come back to the blue line in order to test the area once again before buying further. We are indeed lucky. as you can see, getting this green rising candle after such a fallen red one. Overall, we've already increased the deposit to a decent amount, and we only gotta make a few deals more. I guess literally a couple of deals in, and we will have reached our goal. Let's look for them. So guys, the next case for a potential upward deal, we're currently waiting for this candle right here to fix above the 2 moving average lines with its body. Let's wait. So guys, we're placing the third deal. As I've already said, this is one of those cases where the blue line can play the role of support. Look, there's an obvious rise in motion at a global level, and we can notice the alligator indicator has in fact played the role of support to the chart multiple times throughout the history. Although the price did seldomly fall below the indicator, so far we've only witnessed the first touch. We might as well just not consider it as one, to be honest, as the chart didn't actually manage to reach the blue line. But now we can expect some kind of a corrective retracement upwards from this blue line, because after such a rapid growth, the chart started falling down until the area we're analyzing, the area that's essentially a support. Basically, since the blue line's period is pretty large, it takes the data of a huge amount of candles into account, so it's really powerful. We can easily get a reaction from it. As you can see, our plan has worked out to the full extent. Moreover, the bullish engulfing pattern has formed right here, which can potentially be followed by a growth. So if this candle right here fixates above the 2 moving average lines now, we will have all the rights to keep trading upwards. So Fox, this case right here is quite similar. There's an uptrend just as well, which is, by the way, literally gorgeous. Such a beautiful and smooth tendency of upward and downward motion switching. The chart is primarily moving above the 3 moving average lines. Here, we're placing a trade exclusively from the blue line, which is the third level we ought to get a reaction from. Here's also a candle that looks somewhat like a dodgy one. It supposedly has to work off. Why do we put $1,000 in? Because if this deal closes in profit, we will actually achieve the initially desired result, so there's no point in venturing and betting the entire deposit in this case. Let's see how it goes. Guys, you've just witnessed some unknown spirit powers beyond luck in action, because the chart literally fell so much down and deep. I can assume the price is gone for a second touch, but thanks to our wonderful strategy, we did get a reaction. As you can see, a really nice hammer pattern formed after that last candle, so the chart might keep up with the strong rise in motion of the price. Fixates above the 2 average lights. Let's sum things up now. The deposit tenfold multiplication has been achieved with no issues whatsoever. Don't forget you can trade together with me on a daily basis. I run free trading sessions on my public Telegram channel. So if you want to make money today, click the link in the description right now. Subscribe and wait for signals. And once again, not saying goodbye, because I know for sure I'll see you soon.